Men, let's be real. You wake up in the morning and it doesn't feel the way it used to. That spark of vitality, that natural signal of strength. It's weaker now, or sometimes gone. You tell yourself it's just age, but deep down, you wonder if it's a warning sign. The good news? You don't need another pill. You don't need a prescription. You already have the solution in your hands every morning, in your cup of coffee, with just 3 natural additions. That same coffee can support circulation, restore energy, and bring mornings back. I'm Dr. Evelyn Hart, a board-certified urologist with over 25 years of experience helping men over 60 reclaim their health and vitality. And today, I'm going to show you the 3 most powerful, science-backed ingredients you can add to your coffee. Stay with me, because the last one is a spice that's been trusted for thousands of years, and it may surprise you. Here's a fact most men don't realize. The blood vessels that control your vitality are thinner than a human hair. They're the first to fail when circulation weakens. Imagine your circulation like a city's plumbing. The big highways, your main arteries, may stay open. But when the small side streets clog, traffic grinds to a halt where it matters most. That's exactly why weak mornings show up before heart pain or stroke, because those tiny vessels lose their flow first. And here's the exciting part. Studies show that just a quarter teaspoon of one spice, a teaspoon of a dark powder, and a slice of a common root can transform your coffee into a natural circulation booster. In a moment, I'll reveal exactly what they are, the science behind them, and how to combine them for the best results. But first, let's look at why your plain black coffee may actually be working against you. Let's start with the base, your coffee. For most men, coffee is the morning ritual that gets the day moving. It sharpens your mind, wakes you up, and even gives your circulation a quick push. But here's the problem. Plain coffee is like striking a match. You get a bright flame, then it fizzles out. That spike and crash cycle doesn't repair the deeper issue, the blood vessels that need real support. That's where cinnamon comes in, not the sugary sprinkle on top of a donut, but real Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. This spice has been studied extensively, and research shows it can lower fasting blood sugar by up to 29%. Why does that matter for your mornings? Because unstable blood sugar silently damages the smallest blood vessels in your body, the very ones responsible for morning vitality. Think of high blood sugar like pouring syrup into your plumbing system. The pipes get sticky, the walls roughen, and flow slows down. That's what happens inside your arteries when glucose runs too high. Over time, those tiny vessels in the pelvic region can't deliver enough blood to trigger the response you once took for granted. Cinnamon's polyphenols act like polish for those pipes. They smooth the lining of your arteries, protect the delicate endothelium, and allow nitric oxide, the molecule your body uses to open blood vessels, to do its job. And there's more. Cinnamon has a natural warming effect. The compound cinnamaldehyde gently relaxes your vessels, almost like turning up the thermostat, helping blood flow more freely. I had a patient, Robert, 62, who came to me worried about heavy mornings and fading energy. Instead of adding another pill, we made a small tweak, a quarter teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon stirred into his coffee each morning. Within weeks, not only had his blood sugar stabilized, but he reported warmer hands, lighter legs, and, in his own words, a confidence I thought was gone. It's simple, affordable, and fits into the routine you already have. Just a quarter teaspoon a day can help protect circulation and bring mornings back. But while cinnamon helps protect and smooth the vessels, the next ingredient goes deeper. It flips the very biological switch that tells your arteries to open wide. And it comes from one of the world's favorite foods, cocoa. Now let's move to the second ingredient, cocoa powder. And I don't mean the sugary hot chocolate mix you find in packets. I'm talking about real, unsweetened, dark cocoa powder. The kind so rich it almost looks black. Just a teaspoon stirred into your coffee can completely change how your blood vessels respond. Here's why. Cocoa is loaded with flavonoids, powerful plant compounds that directly increase nitric oxide production. If cinnamon smooths and protects the pipes, Cocoa is the switch that tells those pipes to open. Nitric oxide is the master signal for circulation. It relaxes the muscles around your arteries, allowing more blood to flow where it needs to go. A study published in the Journal of Hypertension showed that men who consumed cocoa daily had a 30% improvement in flow-mediated dilation. That's a medical term for how well your arteries expand. And here's the kicker. That level of improvement is similar to some prescription drugs, without the side effects. And cocoa doesn't stop there. It works on your brain too. Compounds like anandamide and phenylethylamine, nicknamed the bliss molecules, elevate your mood, sharpen your focus, and help you feel more engaged. Let's be honest, half of performance is mental. When you feel good in your head, your body follows. I remember Martin, age 64. He had been dragging through his mornings, his energy flat, his confidence shaken. I suggested a simple change. Replace his second cup of plain coffee with 1 teaspoon of cocoa blended into his first. 2 weeks later, he called me and said, "Doc, it feels like someone flipped a switch." His mornings were stronger, his afternoons clearer, and even his wife noticed the difference. The taste is another bonus. Cocoa turns your coffee into a rich, mocha-like drink without all the sugar. It's indulgent, but it's medicine at the same time. Affordable, accessible, and backed by science. This is one upgrade worth making. But if cocoa flips the circulation switch, the final spice acts like fuel for the fire. It's been trusted for thousands of years to warm the body, protect testosterone, and spark vitality. And it might already be sitting in your kitchen. Ginger. The third and final upgrade is one you probably already know well. Ginger. It's been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years. And modern science now confirms what ancient cultures discovered long ago. Ginger is a powerhouse for circulation, vitality, and hormone support. Here's how it works. Ginger contains active compounds called gingerols and shogols. These compounds act as natural vasodilators, meaning they help your blood vessels relax and widen. When arteries open, blood flows more freely. And that's exactly what weak mornings need. Ginger also reduces inflammation, which is critical because inflamed blood vessels become stiff and less responsive. But ginger's benefits don't stop with circulation. Studies show it also supports testosterone production. In fact, one study published in 2012 found that daily ginger supplementation increased testosterone by nearly 18% in men over just 3 months. Researchers believe ginger protects the Leydig cells in the testes, the cells that make testosterone, from oxidative stress. In other words, ginger not only helps improve blood flow, it shields the very system that fuels male vitality. See, think of ginger as both a spark and a shield. The spark, that warming, energizing effect you feel after eating or drinking it. The shield, its ability to protect your hormones and keep your body producing naturally. Together, these effects translate to warmer hands and feet, steadier energy, and stronger mornings. I had a patient, Harold, age 61, who complained of cold extremities and fading morning signals. We added just a thin slice of fresh ginger to his morning coffee. 2 weeks later, he reported not only warmer circulation, but a noticeable return of morning vitality he thought was gone for good. Practical tip. Start small. 1/4 teaspoon of powdered ginger, or a thin slice of fresh root about the size of a coin, is plenty. It adds a gentle spice to your coffee. Enough to wake up your system without overwhelming the taste. Now, imagine what happens when cinnamon, cocoa, and ginger work together in the same cup. One smooths the vessels, one flips the circulation switch, and one fuels the fire. That's a recipe your mornings and your future can't afford to ignore. So what does all this mean for you? It means your morning coffee can be more than just a quick jolt of caffeine. With 3 simple additions, it can become a daily habit that protects your circulation, restores vitality, and supports the very systems that age tries to take away. Cinnamon smooths and protects your blood vessels by controlling blood sugar and reducing the silent damage of glycation. Cocoa flips the nitric oxide switch, opening arteries and improving mood so your body and mind feel stronger. Ginger sparks circulation, reduces inflammation, and even boosts testosterone production, giving you both warmth and resilience. Individually, each of these ingredients brings real, measurable benefits, but together, they form a powerful synergy. One keeps the pipes smooth, one turns on the flow, and one fuels the system that drives vitality. And the best part? These aren't exotic or expensive. They're natural, safe, and already within your reach. If weak mornings or fading confidence have been weighing on you, here's the hopeful truth. Small, consistent steps can bring real change. You don't have to accept decline as your new normal. By simply upgrading the coffee you already drink every day, you can take back control of your mornings, and in many ways, your future. Next, I'll show you exactly how to start, the amounts, the ratios, and the simple recipe that makes this work without hassle. So here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, when you make your coffee, don't just drink it plain. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cocoa powder, and a small slice or a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Stir well, sip slowly, and give your body a real reason to thank you. Try it for the next 30 days. Notice your energy, your circulation, and especially your mornings. Many men over 60 are surprised at how much lighter, stronger, and more confident they feel with this simple routine. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need it. Small changes can lead to big transformations. And this is your first step. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet, supplements, or medications, especially if you have heart disease, diabetes, or are taking prescription drugs.